This is the first video I've made in a while. I've been off doing other things such as setting up a flight instruction company offering basic aerobatics training out of Fitchburg, Massachusetts. If you're interested, check out the website shown here. I wanted to do a maintenance flight on my Decathlon recently, and I haven't flown front seat in a long time. Basically, I've been sitting in the back watching other people fly. So for fun, I went out and tried to do the 2024 Sportsman sequence. These videos are absolutely not instructional. They're for entertainment and suggestions on flying the sequence once you know how to do the basic maneuvers. This flight is not offered as a perfect example, just the opposite. I just went up and messed around as a first practice, seeing where the tricky points are likely to be. The commentary you're listening to on this video is a lot more meticulous than the actual flying I did. I like using my own sequence cards. Here's a good example of why. The official sequence from the IAC is on the right, mine is on the left. To me, it's a lot clearer. I didn't think this through much on this flight, I just kind of blasted into my practice area, but here's what I'd do if I was planning it more carefully. For positioning, as a beginner, I'd aim for minimizing my chances of mistakes. The only serious y-axis movement is between figures 3 and 4. With a big crosswind, you probably want to aim that line into the wind. On a calm day, such as I'm doing on this flight, I'd position myself probably in the back of the box to keep myself pointed to the judges as I come out of the 1 1/4 spin for orientation. There likely is a runway right in front of me at that point. For a 1 1/4 spin, that means I'm spinning to the direction I want to be facing at the end of the spin. I'm using a road as the judge's line today off to the left. The first figure is on the downwind side at least slightly. If you try to put it right in the center, as is often recommended to impress the judges with your in-their-face start, you'll probably run out of the box upwind. That won't impress them much. Back to the cockpit view for a second. Those metrics on the lower left are generated by the camera. The GPS in the camera does not work in the position I mount it, so the speed obviously is not accurate. Okay, coming into the box, start off with a wing wag. You should practice this even 3 times, not the sloppy one I did here. You need to know how much distance and altitude you use up. Start off with a Humpty Bump. Remember, you're looping backwards. You're going to probably do this just short of center box and then end up further behind where you started. Good pull here. Judges almost always call you closed late even when you don't. Into a 45 up. I can usually get 3 or 4 seconds out of this. This one was a little bit short. I'm coming out just above 60 miles an hour, which is my spin speed. Thinking about the spin, deciding which direction to go. This time it's off to the left. That road's my judge's line. Set the line, pull out. These are all kind of short vertical lines today. Short 45s also. Go into the, what are we doing? Hammerhead with a quarter roll down. If I was serious about it, the lines would probably be a little crisper. Try to make them a little longer. I might want to pull a power here depending on how my hammerheads are working out. Give myself a little less altitude loss. And then go into a shark's tooth. Don't drift too far downwind because of what's coming up. Vertical up, pull over the top. 2 of 4, make sure you get the point. You're looking ahead here. I'm not bothering too much about the 45 line on the second half of that line. Pull into an Immelman. This should be as far upwind as possible because you're going really slow right here and you need to build up a little speed for what's coming next, which is a 2 of 4, really slow. A lot of rudder work, keep the nose up, don't settle. Go right into the pull. Check your altitude and position. You want to brake at this point if you're low or out of position, because you're now in a plain vanilla loop that should be right in front of the judges. If you're not where you want to be, break before that. Get that perfect so that you're set up for the half Cuban right here. You're going to probably lose a little bit of altitude here. If you go into the loop low, you might get in trouble. Roll around a point. Set it 180-degree turn, whichever direction seems to be best for positioning. You can generally get the heading right at the end of this. And now you want to make sure your roll is right in front of the judges if you can. And that's it. If you're interested in learning aerobatics, do not try to teach yourself. Start with IAC.org. They've got a mostly up-to-date list of aerobatic schools. Or contact your closest IAC chapter. You can find that through the IAC.org website also. If you live in New England, there are now a few people offering dual instruction. I'm one of them, and you can find out about that at the website shown. Thanks for watching.